Messier 87 is also known as Virgo A or NGC 4486, generally abbreviated to M87. M87 is a supergiant elliptical galaxy in the constellation of Virgo. One of the most massive galaxies in the local universe, it is notable for its large population of globular clusters, which is about 12,000 compared to the 150 to 200 orbiting the Milky Way. And its jets of energetic plasma, it originates at the core and extends at least 1,500 parsecs, which is equivalent to 4,900 light years, traveling at a realistic speed. It is one of the brightest radio sources in the sky and a popular target for both astronomers. The French astronomer Charles Messier discovered M87 in 1781 and catalogued it as a nebulous feature while searching for the objects that would otherwise confuse comet hunters. M87 is located about 16.4 million parsecs, which is also equivalent to 53 million light years from Earth, at the second brightest galaxy within the northern Virgo cluster. Having many satellite galaxies, unlike a disc-shaped spiral galaxy, M87 has no distinctive dust lanes. Instead, it has almost featureless. It has this featureless shape typical of most giant elliptical galaxies, diminishing in luminosity with the distance from the center. Forming around 1/6 of its mass, M87 stars have nearly a spherically symmetric distribution. Their population density decreases with increasing distance from the core. It has an active supermassive black hole at its core, which forms the primary component of the active galactic nucleus. The galaxy is a strong source of multi-wave radiation, particularly radio waves. Its galactic envelope extends to a radius of about 150, which is equivalent to 490 light years. Where it is possible by an encounter with another galaxy. Its stellar medium consists of diffuse gas enriched by elements emitted from involved stars. Some of the history on Messier 87 is in 1781, the French astronomer Charles Messier published a catalog of 103 objects that had a nebulous appearance as part of the list intended to identify objects that might otherwise be confused with comets. In subsequent use, each catalog entry was prefixed with an M. Thus, M87 was the 87th object listed in the Messier catalog. During 1880s, the object was included as NGC 4486. The new general catalog of the nebulae and the star clusters assembled by the Danish astronomer John Dreyer, which was based on primarily of the observations of the English astronomer John Herschel. The identification of the galaxy in 1922, the American astronomer Edwin Hubble categorized M87 as one of the brighter globular nebula, as it lacked any spiral structure, but like the spiral nebula, appeared to belong to the family of the non-galactic nebula. In 1926, it produced a new categorization distinguishing from the galactic nebula and the former being independent star systems. M87 was classified as a type of elliptical nebula which had no apparent elongation. Some of the most interesting things that I found about this was that the M87 galaxy facts is that its center is a massive black hole. As a matter of fact, it is one of the largest black holes known so far. The black hole of the center of the M87 has a massive equivalent to 6.8 billion solar masses. In this case, it doesn't give you a really fair idea to think of its event horizon. The event horizon is a boundary of a black hole. One thing that it gets its boundary, nothing can escape from the gravitational pull or of the black hole, not even light. The event horizon of the black hole of a center M87 is 4 times the size of the orbit of planet Neptune. Just as the sake of the comparison, the black hole of the center of the Milky Way galaxy is about 1,000 times smaller than the black hole in the center of M87. And here's another photo of the constellation. As you can see, M87 is still off to the right, and it's in between both of these constellations right here.